Hey, this is Buda On The Block, and I'm here with...
Nas.
From?
Brooklyn.
Nas from Brooklyn. How you doing today?
I'm alright, chilling out here. Just chilling, doing my thing.
Do you have any kids?
Nah, I don't have kids.
What do you think? Do you think that a parent should be able to discipline their child any way they want, including physical?
No. Because I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to parents, sometimes parents forget that they used to be kids. You know what I'm saying? The way they act towards kids sometimes it's like, it's not discipline, it's more abuse. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm the type of person, I would discipline my kids, you know, at all costs, because you spit a rod, you spit a child, you know what I'm saying? But it's other things you don't gotta, like, you know, the way that our parents grew up, they grew up on real principles, like your fucking neighbor would whoop that ass, like, you know what I'm saying? That's not the generation we come from, and that's not the world we live in.
What did your parents do to earn your respect?
They was honest most of the time. You feel me? I feel like number one, my mom's, she tried to shelter me from a lot of shit, but I was already, you know what I'm saying? We live in a hood, we see everything every day. So she tried her best with that, you know what I'm saying? Try to lie about certain things. But I feel like being honest with your kids, that's the biggest thing. You know, give your kids transparency, because at the end of the day, even though this is a child, this is a person. End of the day, like, they gotta, once they leave your house, they not the same kid they is in the house in these streets. No kid is like that, you know what I'm saying? That's why we get mothers on the news talking about my son was he was a loving son and all that. I bet he was at home. You don't know how he was in these streets. So you gotta always be honest with your kids so that your kids can be honest with you. Because it ain't nothing worse than a kid lying to their parent or feeling like they can't come to their parent. What
is the appropriate age for your future child to have sex? What do you think would be the appropriate age?
I ain't gonna lie, me personally, I started young. You know what I'm saying? But
what age did you start?
13, like right after my 12th birthday. So I started young, you know what I'm saying? But I would never ever want my kids to even feel like, you know, they gotta even stoop that low, you know what I'm saying? Because if somebody would have told me, like, if my mom would have stressed them more, like, my body's a temple just as much as it is a female. I don't gotta be running in and out so many females and doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, number one, whether it's my son or my daughter, I don't want them out here being exposed to that type of shit. So, one, really, for me, when you get out of my house, I don't want to know shit. You know what I'm saying? If my kids be honest with me and tell me, I'm not going to be a hypocrite or blind to it in any type of way, because, like I said, I was 12, 13 when I started. So if my kid, 16, 17, come to me and say, you know, Dad, I lost my virginity, of course you're going to be shocked as a parent, but you're also going to be like, damn, my kid was honest with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to still be mad. I'm going to be mad as shit. You know what I'm saying? But you can't really stop. You can't really stop what your kids want to do. You can only tell them, like, when they go in these streets, like, don't do this, don't do that. At the end of the day, you got to let them be honest. All of it is really a choice, though. Like, you don't got to listen to me, but you're going to face certain consequences if you don't listen to me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, really, when you get out of my house, like, honestly, you feel me? Because I really don't want nobody in my crib doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do that in your own crib. Don't mind. I come from a generation, my mother was married to my father, and they never did that in her crib. You know what I'm saying? Just out of respect. You know what I'm saying? So, really, when you get out of my crib, you know what I'm saying? If it happens before, it happens before. I don't want to know where it happened. I don't want to know how it happened. If you tell me it happened, we could talk about it, and, you know what I'm saying, have transparency with you and tell you, you know, why I feel like it was the wrong decision for you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not bashing you. Don't bash your kids. Always love and support your kids no matter what's going on. Just tell them, like, you can always tell your kids, like, I ain't rocking with that shit. That don't mean I don't love you, though. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Weed is legal in New York City. Do you think that it's appropriate to smoke weed around kids like cigarettes?
Hell no. Hell no. I do not condone none of that. Like, I feel like if you got your own vices, keep that away from the innocence. A child is pure innocence. Why would you ever even expose your child to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, as kids, since I was exposed to it, I started smoking early my damn self. You know what I'm saying? Just because I seen it. Just because I seen my mom smoking a cigarette, auntie smoking a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? When I was like, I think I was like 5, I tried a cigarette. Like, she told me to go put it out, and I tried it, and I coughed my lungs up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should never do nothing around your kids. Never argue around your kids. Never have sex around your kids. Never smoke around your kids. Like, that's a dub. Don't even feel comfortable doing that until they a certain age and y'all have a different level of bonding. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if y'all got that type of bond at a certain age where they out your house and y'all could drink and smoke together, that's different. You know what I'm saying? They pay their own bills. They their own person. They their own man or woman. You know what I'm saying? At that point. But right now, nah.
Sound like you're gonna be a stern father.
I am gonna be a stern father, but I'm gonna be a loving one too.
Do you think there should be a cap on child support, or should the system be reworked?
I feel like, number one, the whole system needs to be reworked, because you got fathers on child support that's technically not biological fathers because they signed that birth certificate and didn't know. You know what I'm saying? You got other situations where a mother is getting money from a father and still going to child support. You know what I'm saying? You got so many different situations with that, and so many different stipulations that goes with child support. So I feel like, number one, there needs to be a certain number and certain medium depending on the person, depending on where they live, where they work, and what they do. You know what I'm saying? They could put a medium cap on what they doing and what they should be charged. Because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes, like my father, before my father got with my mother, when he got in a relationship with my mother, my mother ended up paying some child support, because in New York state law, if the household pays child support, not the one person, so the household. So my mother's putting up her money, he putting up his money, because they together, they husband and wife. But he got other kids outside the relationship, and he got child support. I feel like shit like that is wrong. Like, this is my fucking money. Keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Not to be saying like, but those ain't my kids for that money to be coming out. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Out the household.
Yeah, out the household. Not right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like it should be a certain cap, certain different medians, and they got to do a whole lot of statistics. They going to hire 87,000 new IRS workers. They need to go do something about child support. You got so many men out here homeless off that shit.
I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you will always get an alert when a new video drops.